Jimmy everyone, in this video I want to talk about tips and tricks that are sometimes not very obvious but very important to know to be a better LP. So let's jump into it. Tip number 1. How to find the right chart. If you open a pool, then you have the token, and if you click on the token, you can copy the address of the token. Of course, you can go then to deck screener, for example, and then copy paste it there, and then you see there's a lot of options. There are a lot of liquidity pools on different platforms. So how to find the right one? There's actually a dedicated pool chart section on Meteora, what makes very easy to find the right pool and open the right chart. So for example, here I can just simply click on the deck screener and the right chart will pop up. Very important to know here, as you see here, we are exactly in the same pool which we have open on Meteora. That means that every transaction here is dedicated to your pool. When you see a transaction here, it means it goes through your exact pool where you have your liquidity in. This is very important. And this is very important difference between deck screener chart and GMGN chart. And let me explain, because this is very, very important. As you see here, the chart is dedicated to the moment the pool was created, which means that we have here where the pool is actually created, this exact pool, but this might be not the actual trading and starting of the token chart on other pools. And if you see here, I cut off a little bit of the chart because I want to make a point here. When you see this, as I did yesterday, for example, and I want to enter the pool, and the lowest point of the chart could be something dedicating you something like a support zone, but this might be not the case because this is not the whole chart. So in this case, you see it got further down, and this is could be a little bit confusing. That's why it's very important to open the GMGN chart as well. And when we cut off here, this is the actual ending of this bounce here. And as you see here, we have other candles and other starting point as we had at the deck screener, because GMGN aggregates every pool that is created for this token, which makes totally sense here that we got further down. So if you open this GMGN chart, you have better understanding of the price action or future price action, and you have, because of the aggregated data, the whole information about the token. So for example, the volume of the whole token. This is, for example, here on the deck screener much more important because we have the actual volume of the pool you are in. So you see here we have big difference on data on two different charting platforms. We have the deck screener, where we have the exact volume of your pool, the exact transaction, which is very, very important, but we might missing some chart data. This is why GMGN comes in. So GMGN helps us to see the aggregated data and the whole chart. Next tip, you open a position where to find the price range. Exact here, you see the price range on your position. Be aware, this is in SOL. That means that when you open the chart, switch the USD value to SOL. If you did that, then you actually see the SOL values here on the right side. You can also put the values on the chart and this is what I do every time. So you can just put a line here, for example, make it a little bit lighter, and then if you double click on it and switch to coordinates, then you can apply the values from the pull side on the chart. Next tip, how to understand the liquidity distribution chart. This is where you see your actual position and liquidity distribution and your strategy you decided to choose for the exact pool. And the trick is, you can actually, because it's horizontally, we can just simply flip it, and then we can place it on the chart. And when I open the actual chart, this is how it actually works. So of course it's not that big, we need to make it a little bit smaller, but anyways, this is then for better understanding how your liquidity is actually distributed and how the price ranges and how much liquidity in this price range is actually there. This makes you better understanding how this liquidity distribution actually looks. Let's go to the next tip. When you close your pool, don't forget to swap the tokens back to Sol, because this doesn't happen automatically when you just close the pool with the regular function withdraw and close position. So when you use this, don't forget to go, for example, here to the mini Jupyter app and then swap the tokens back, because when you don't do this and the token dumps, you will face a bigger impermanent loss as you would if you just swap the token back to Sol. But there's a trick. You can also use the zap out to one token feature, which is here present, and this makes you swap the token automatically with just one click. That means that you do not need to go and swap it by yourself. So you can decide which way you go, and then when you remove the liquidity, the token will be swapped into Sol. And you can also choose the method you want to swap, and you could also you can also decide the method. So it's swap through the pool or through Jupyter, or automatically, where there will be automatically decided which better option for you. So use the zap out feature when you forget to swap the token back again to Sol. The last tip in this video have something to do with the bin steps and the price ranges. When you open the position, then you will see that you are somehow limited to, in this case, when we choose this step, bin step 100, to minus 49%, which is 69 or 70 bins. And if we go to the pool and we measure, for example here, where we would end up when we choose minus 49%, you might be not convinced that this is a good idea, but you want to open the pool. And now, because this limitation is not present anymore, you can go beyond 69 bins, even up to 1400, which is actually means if you want to go beyond this specific range and you want to go to the levels below, you can just simply decide how far down you want to go. For example, so let's go and see, we can actually go 70%, will be totally fine here. Let's go back, and then you can just simply change the percentage here to 70%, and then of course choose the right strategy for it. And then you go, you see, wait until the calculation is over. So don't hurry and don't click add liquidity before it calculates. And then when it calculates and you see the increased bin amount, then you can add your liquidity. And this is how you can increase or decrease your price range.